Good morning, students. Myself Renu Yadav, and today I will teach you living things and non-living things. Science, class 3rd, chapter 1, part 3. First exercise is tick the correct option. Children, here few sentences are given with few options. What you need to do is you need to read the sentence and see that which options suits with the sentence and then tick mark it. The first question is an example of a living thing is table, tree, rock or cloud. Children, first of all, what is living thing? Living thing is one which need food, which grows, which feels, which breathe and which reproduce. Among the given options, table, tree, rock and clouds, only tree follows these characteristics. Therefore, the right answer is tree. An example of a living thing is tree. B. An example of a natural non-living thing is man, rock, parrot, all of these. Children, first of all, what are natural things? Natural things are the things which are created by nature, and non-living things are the things which do not need food, which do not reproduce, which do not grow, which do not breathe or feel. Among the given options, rock follows all these characteristics. Therefore, example of natural non-living thing is rock. C. All living things are natural, big, man-made or small. Children, all living things are natural things. Natural things are the one which are created by nature, and living things are the one which need food, which breathe, which move, which grow, feel and reproduce. Therefore, the right answer is natural. D. Fish breathe with their gills, spiracles, lungs, none of these. Children, fish used to breathe with their gills. Insects used to breathe through the air holes which are called spiracles, which is the second option. And human beings and animals like cow, horse, lion, they used to breathe through their lungs. So the answer is gills. Fish breathe with their gills. Second part is fill in the blanks. Children, here few sentences are given with blanks and you need to fill the correct word as per the sentence in the blank. The first sentence is food provides dash to living things. Here we have to write what food provide us, what food provide to the living things. Okay, we eat food to get energy, right? So food provides energy to living things. Now what energy is? Energy is the ability to do work. Okay, to do any work we need energy. Energy is the ability to do work. The chemical energy that we need comes from food. Therefore, food provides energy to living things. Second is, a seed changes into a dash. The answer is, a seed changes into a seedling. Children, the very first stage of a plant is a seed. Okay, then with the process of germination, it first changes into a seedling and then to a growing plant. A seedling is the young sporophyte developing out of a plant embryo from a seed. Seedling development starts with the germination of the seed. Therefore, a seed changes into seedling. Then we have third question, which is, a dash plant traps insects and eats them. The answer is pitcher plant. A pitcher plant traps insects and eats them. Children, parts of some plants show some special movements, and pitcher plant is an example of it. A pitcher plant traps insects and eats them. Pitcher plant is an insectivorous plant and it traps insects to fulfill its requirement of nitrogen and other nutrients as it grows in soil that lacks nitrogen. Next is, we breathe out air rich in dash. The answer is, we breathe out air rich in carbon dioxide. Children, when we exhale, we breathe out less oxygen but more carbon dioxide than we inhale. The carbon we breathe out as carbon dioxide comes from the carbon in the food we eat. So when we are breathing in, that is when we are inhaling, we will inhale oxygen rich air, and when we are exhaling, we will exhale carbon dioxide rich air. Answer the following questions. Children, here few questions are given to you and you need to give answers of these questions. The first question is, how are plants different from animals? In this question, we need to state the difference between plants and animals. The first difference is, plants cannot move, but animals can move. Children, plants remain fixed to the soil. They don't move from one place to the other. But animals can move. Animals used to move from one place to the other in the search of food, in the search of shelter, and to save themselves from their enemies. Second point is plants can make their own food, but animals cannot. Children, plants used to make their food by the process of photosynthesis. They make their food by the help of sunlight, chlorophyll, and carbon dioxide. But animals, they cannot make their food by their own. Animals depends on plants directly or indirectly for their food. Question 2. Distinguish between living and non-living thing. Children, here we have to differentiate between living and non-living things. The very first difference is related with movement. Living things can move and non-living things cannot move. For example, humans, animals used to move from one place to another, and non-living things like your sofa or your bed, have you ever seen them moving? No. So, living things can move, but non-living things cannot move. Second point is related with food. Living things need food, and non-living things do not need food. Children, all the living organisms need food to get energy. Energy is the ability to do work. All living organisms do some or the other work, and to do that work we need energy, and that energy is obtained from food. But non-living things, they do not need food. They never feel hungry. Have you ever seen your refrigerator eating? No. Then the third point is growth. Living things used to grow, but non-living things do not grow. Children, a baby grows into a child and then into an adult. But have you ever seen your almirah growing? No. Therefore, living things can grow, but non-living things cannot grow. Next point is related with breathing. Living things used to breathe, but non-living things, they do not breathe. Living things inhale oxygen and exhale carbon dioxide, like humans and animals. We used to inhale oxygen and exhale carbon dioxide, and plants, they used to inhale carbon dioxide and exhale oxygen, but no living thing used to breathe. Living things do not breathe. Then last point is related with reproduction. Living things reproduce. Living things reproduce of their own kind. A cat gives birth to kitten, human beings give birth to babies, but non-living things, they do not reproduce. Question third. Why do animals move from one place to another? Children, in this question, we need to give the major reasons for the animal to move from one place to another. And the answer is, animals move from one place to another in search of food, shelter, and to save themselves from their enemies. Animals used to move from one place to another. The very first reason for it is in search of food for their survival, then in search of shelter, and to protect themselves from their enemies. The other reason could be in search of a better climate that suits their body and to get a perfect habitat to increase their survival rates. There are many reasons why animals move from one place to another. But the major ones are in search of food, shelter, and to save themselves. Next is, what is reproduction? Here we need to define reproduction. The answer is the way in which living things produce their own kind is called reproduction. Children, reproduction is the process by which organisms replicate themselves. Okay? It is the process by which living things produce their own kind. Like a plant grows from a seed and seeds of a plant produce only that kind of plant. A hen lays egg out of which only chicks can hatch. A cat gives birth only to kittens, and human beings give birth to babies. Next question is, name the two plants that show movement. Children, basically plants remain fixed to the soil. They do not show movement, but parts of some plants show some special movements, and those are pitcher plant and sunflower plant. A pitcher plant traps insects and eats them, and a sunflower always turns its face in the direction of the sun. Put tick against the correct sentences. Rewrite the others correctly. Children, here few sentences are given. First of all, we need to see that is the sentence correct or not. If the sentence is correct, we need to put a tick against it, and if it's wrong, we need to cross it out and then write the correct sentence. The first sentence given is, a baby grows into a child. Yes, children, this sentence is correct. As you might have also noticed that you are slowly growing taller and increasing in weight. All living things grow. A baby grows into a child and then into an adult. Second is, animals take in carbon dioxide and give out oxygen. Children, this statement is wrong. As we know, all living things breathe, and animals take in oxygen. They used to inhale oxygen and give out carbon dioxide. So the correct statement is, animals take in oxygen and gives out carbon dioxide. We can also say that plants take in carbon dioxide and give out oxygen. Both these sentences are correct. Then next is insects breathe through gills. Children, insects breathe through gills. This sentence is again incorrect. Fishes used to breathe through gills and insects used to breathe through air holes called spiracles. So the correct statement will be insects breathe through spiracles, or we can also write fish breathe through gills. Next is plants remain fixed to the soil. This sentence is correct. Plants are living things, but they do not move. They remain fixed to the soil. Higher order thinking skills. Question: why can't plants prepare food at night? Children, here we need to answer that why plants cannot prepare their food at night. Okay? The answer is because they cannot get sunlight at night for making their food. We all know, children, that plants make their food through photosynthesis, which require sunlight, water, and chlorophyll. Sunlight is available at daytime, not at night. So, plants do not make food at night. With this, I end up today's exercise. Thank you.